Hey guys, Jess from Knockout Print Shop, and today I have a super quick video for you about our new time strips. So if you are like me and you are not a huge fan of the Inkwell Press change to the classic inserts, we have a solution for you. So as you know, Inkwell Press has changed the columns of the classic to have these three sections with these three words based on Tanya's productivity system. And if you are like me and many others that are not interested in the productivity system and you want a ton of flexibility to use this planner however works for you, these words and these little darkened lines can be slightly annoying. Now they had said to just kind of ignore them, which I can understand, but at the same time, when you see something on a page, it's really hard to like ignore it. Even for example, like this has a holiday down there and I still see it. Maybe this is not quite as in your face as those lines are, but point is it's hard to not see something that's on a page. So this is the old layout where you just have the line columns and your daily boxes and all of that. The new layout here on the right is you have these little heavier strokes of the line, breaking this into three categories, and then you have the Escalate, Cultivate, Accommodate words that go with her productivity system. Again, I'm not a fan of this. I don't really particularly like productivity systems. That's not my jam. I know some people really love it, and it really does support them in getting things done and, you know, reaching goals, and they like that kind of thing. But to me, I don't particularly like these actual words, and I don't find this a very intuitive kind of prompt. I don't want to have to like read a book or listen to a podcast to understand how to use these words. So those of you that like the podcast, have read the book, have been in her courses, I think this is really great because this makes sense to you. But I think any person that grabs this planner and looks at that, they're not going to automatically know what that is, and it might actually be a deterrent, because if you don't know, this might be a distraction, confusing, feel weird, not really align with what you're trying to do when you just want a blank planner. So long story short is if you kind of share the same thoughts, we have a solution for you. We have created cover strips. So let's take a look at these. So we have a few options for you. Hopefully this comes up okay on camera because they are white background to make them blend in as much as possible so you don't have anything distracting on your page. So let's start with the first one. If you can see right here, typically there are these words right here on the left-hand side of each page. So what we did for this sticker is it is literally just a continuation of the dashed line. So you can completely get rid of those words and move on and do your planner however you want. And it gets rid of that distraction, because I will say, even though it is a very, very small word and you do still have a little bit of a gap here, for me, if I start writing lists and I have this text right here, it's going to drive me nuts because it's going to look busy. So if you're looking for something to just clean this up and you don't want to use colored washi, you don't want to white these out every time, you want something you can just slap down on here, this is going to be your best bet because it just makes the planner how it used to be. Okay, so let's go to the next three options, which are our time-based options. So we got feedback from a lot of you that you like our time strips from last year. You like the idea of using your planner, adding a time schedule type of situation to it, or making part of this new layout time-based. So we have a couple options for you. So these first two options, you can see these two. So this first one is just the hours. So 6 through 6 p.m. So you have three different options with these: a 6 a.m. start time, a 7 a.m. start time, and an 8 a.m. start time. They're just three different layouts. So first one here, we'll just mark every other line with the hours. So you still have 6, 6:30, 7, 7:30, but the numbers here are just the hour, the top of the hour numbers. So it's going to give you 12 hours, designating a half hour per line. The next option, your numbers are turned sideways, and this is going to show you in a smaller text every 30 minutes. So versus, even though it's breaking down each line with the same amount of time, this one will show you also the half hour. So it says 6, 6:30, 7, 7:30. This one doesn't have the 30s, like 6 marked. So if you're like me and you like to see, I like to see every 30-minute increment typed out. That's just how my brain works. This may be a better option for you. If you just need that 1 hour and you know the next line will be for the 30-minute part of the hour, you might prefer this. So this gives you two different time-based options, making the whole entire column a 12-hour time strip, okay? Then if you go over here to this side, not these, but this guy here in the middle on Wednesday, you're taking this middle section, which I think is the Cultivate section, and you're making this a, what is it, an hourly time strip. So from 6 technically to, 5:59. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Duh, Jess, come on. If it goes from 6 to 6, it's 12 hours. So there's 12 lines here. So this is if you want to use this middle section for 12 hours of your day. And then it just keeps the dashed line for the other 2 sections, so you can use those however you want to. They don't have to have a category. You can use them as checklist or whatever, but it designates this 12-hour block in that little Cultivate section to an hour per line. This one you can also get with a 6, 7, or 8 a.m. start. So these are the these three right here are the time-based versions of our cover strips. Then you come over here to the left on Monday and Tuesday, and you will see the custom options, okay? So first custom option is gonna give you 3 text options. So we just have the text here, top text, middle text, and bottom text. But you will see on the website, on this listing, this product listing, that you will go into that, when you're on that product's page, and when you order this, you can type in what wording you want for each of these sections. And it has a limit on the characters, so it'll stop you if you get too many characters. But this allows you to take this concept of these 3 sections and make it your own. Like I know some people want to have like tasks, today, and delegate, or whatever your system is. Then you can kind of use this now broken up column in the new layout and create something that's more specific to whatever system you use for yourself versus being stuck to this Escalate, Cultivate, Accommodate thing. So that's the first custom option. The second custom option, you can customize your top text, you can customize your bottom text, and then you have the 12-hour block in here where again you can pick a 6, 7, or 8 a.m. start. So this may be, you want to put to-dos up here, you want to have your schedule there, and maybe you want to have delegated tasks, or maybe one of your kids has stuff going on, or you want to make these categories by each kid. However you want to make this be your own thing, you do have these 2 different custom options. One where you have 3 different areas of custom text, one where you have 2 different areas of custom text, with the middle being the time. So this little to-do header here, guys, I have this because we made these stickers small enough that you can still use our headers and our boxes. So you still have that 1.5 width to throw in headers. So if you want to do a cover strip like this, and then you like to still have headers here, you can still use that and it'll totally fit. I think I have in here, yeah, so even like our outlined boxes, they will still fit. So you can throw down one of these strips. Like on this particular page, I have just the dash line cover strip, and then I have one of our outlined boxes right in there. So this is great because by putting this strip down, you're not limited on space. We try to make it as small as possible so that you can still use any box, header, or other stickers that you want. So yeah, I just wanted to go over that really quick and show you guys some options. For those of you that are not a huge fan of this new layout, there's really nothing we can do, I would say, about these darker lines. Obviously, all you do is put a washi strip or some kind of strip across it, and it's still, gonna emphasize a break in these columns. So unfortunately, there's really nothing we can do there except for kind of quote unquote ignore it. I still do love this planner, and I love the paper, and I like the design and the colors and all of that. So, I just am not a fan of this more structured layout. I prefer the flexibility to do with this planner however I want. So hopefully this product is helpful to you guys and gives you a solution. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you in the next one.